All right, I think we're back here. I hope we are. Just when you think things are under control and you know what you're doing, uh, the IT world throws a challenge at you. So we're still 5-0 here. It's the third period, 11:50 to go in the third period. Sorry, I'm still trying to get everything back up and functioning from the issues we had previously. So just bear with me. I'm going to try to keep calling the game for you, but just kind of try to hold tight. Let me see. Goes back to center, chipped up or thrown up to Schaefer. Schaefer cuts more toward the middle, goes back outside. His shot's blocked by one of the Otter defenders, and Schaefer surveys. The point's now covered, so it should give the Penguins a lot of room to kind of pie. Pass in front to Vickers, who takes his time, goes backhand, forehand, and covered and held by the Otters goaltender. So you can see the change in the play, the gameplay by the coaching staff of the Otters. Pens were really cycling the puck hard up high and generating a lot of offense from their points. So now Erie is making sure that they pull off and cover the points, which should now leave the Penguins with the top of the circles open to be able to circle high with the puck. See if the Pens can make that adjustment. Nice little toe drag by Schweitzer. Throws it in front to Lord. Just deflects off the back of his stick. And back checked by Schweitzer. The Energizer Bunny just keeps going. And the Otters player pulls up, falls. Covered over by Ladigan. Siegel down low. And out come the Otters from the corner, though. Toe drag in front. Nice poke check by Colin Bartley. And out come the Pens now. They hit Siegel on the cross weak side. Followed on. And in comes Siegel. Dumps it down just wide of the goaltender. And the Pens chase. Schweitzer on the pursuit. He's going to outwork 3 of the Erie Otters players and gather the puck. Goes to the point to Foligno. Foligno held in. Surveys. Shot. Wow, with a howitzer that's just wide. And now Goldberg into the corner. Pens are able to change on the fly here because they're doing such a good job in the zone. They're rotating forwards around. Back down low to Goldberg. Just jumped over his stick. And in comes Schweitzer. Thrown to the point to Foligno, who steps up, looks, chips one towards the net, blocked, goes into the corner. Gathered on by Schweitzer. Schweitzer surveys, turns his back, opens up with a mohawk, looks to the point, and gathered on by one of the Otters players. Stepped up on by Kumnick, who now steps up again, bodies it to the corner, and Foligno goes back to gather. And thrown back to center. Up steps Goldberg, knocks it off the defender. Goldberg, Baru come in. Goldberg tries to settle it down. The puck was just on end. Now Bowen follows on, though. He goes to the point to Foligno. Foligno with a nifty little toe drag. Leaves it for Bowen. Bowen tried to go back down low, I think, to Goldberg, but not able to do so. And out to the center red it goes. Penguins gather back. And in comes Dixon, who takes a huge bump with no call. Bowen in on pursuit. Out front, it's thrown. And Baru gathers on. He goes down to a knee. Nice recovery there to get back up. And back come the Otters. Bowen on the back check, knocks it off his stick, and gathered on by Dixon. Goes off the boards and gets stepped up on again, embodied by one of the Otters players. 8:52 to go, third period. Hey, for once my scoreboard's right and the actual scoreboard is not, so thank you very much. I'll take pride in that. It's the third period, not the second, with 8:52 to go. 5-0 Penguins. Hopefully we're broadcasting back and now right again. I don't know. Every time I touch something, seemingly, it is a problem today. So, in step the Penguins of Schaefer, Foligno, and Armstrong. Or Schaefer, Vickers, and Armstrong. Sorry, Foligno on D and Dixon on D as well. Otters come out 3-on-1 possibly. Backhand pass, stepped out on by Bartley, hits his toe again, and he's held. Wow. Great play by Colin Bartley there. Kicks the toe, dives on top of the puck, and makes the save. Beautiful play there. All right, hopefully the scoreboard's coming back now, because it is now crashed. We are just having ourselves a ball of laughs here. All right, Pens win it back to the corner. Sent up to the wing. Battled by Schaefer, followed on by Vickers. Vickers surveys, cuts across. Rode in front. And mishandled by Erie, but nobody in front to follow up for the Penguins there. Now Armstrong does battle across the boards against two Otters players. Vickers comes in for support. And puck just sits there. Out comes Erie. No. Nice play at the blue line by Zachy to hold it in. And around goes the Erie player. Tries to pull up and move around Kumnik. He says no, and might have actually had a little snicker at that attempt. Armstrong comes in, tries to go between two. Mostly does. Gill gets the shot off. Wow. Almost a Mario Lemieux-esque goal there, splitting the D. And just wasn't able to finish it. Now Schaefer comes in. He serves a shot into the belly of the Otters goaltender, and it'll be held. I'm going to see Schweitzer, Siegel, and Lohr come out with Ladigan and Foligno as your defensive pairing. Siegel steps in and wins it forward. Just wasn't able to get it. Nice job by the opposing center to tie him up. Ladigan steps up. He holds the puck. And back comes Erie. Foligno in pursuit. Comes over nicely to cut off the Otters player. The Otters dump it behind the net. Gathered on, chipped out in front. Followed on by Siegel. Siegel's going to take it himself. Surveys and goes wide with a head of steam. Looks to go in front. Does. Nobody home there, though. That puck's fought for by Ladigan. Tips up to one of the Otter players. And it's going to be thrown all the way down for icing with 6:45 to go in the third period. Late in the game, every whistle, every opportunity, the Pens seem to be changing their lines frequently. So now we're going to have Goldberg, Baru, and Bowen step in. And Goldberg steps. That one's pushed to the boards, grabbed by Baru, who goes to the point, tips off the stick of Foligno, who recovers nicely, but the puck does come out of the zone, chips it up to Baru, tries to make a move, that's knocked away, and stepped up on by Foligno. He's able to get, the Otters player is able to get by, though. They go wide, backhand shot, knocked aside by Bartley. Otters player in front, wide open, nobody covering him. There we go, now he's picked up. Attempted pass in front, gathered on, Goldberg has it, he goes up the boards to Baru. And Ladigan's going to lead the rush out from the defensive position. They go wide to Bowen, who gets bumped into by Ladigan. And we're offsides. Another quick change for the Penguins. And we're going to have Vickers, Schaefer, and Armstrong come out. With Dixon and Zachy, thrown to the blue line, held in, but only momentarily, and back come the Otters. Nice active stick there by the defenseman of Zachy, and nice way to come back from Armstrong. And held in, though, nicely by Erie. Erie is going to sell out on the blue line there. Bodies are flying. Attempted centering pass, cut off by Dixon. He's outmanned, though. And in front it goes to Erie. Nice stick lift by Colton Armstrong to prevent a prime scoring chance. And down low it goes. And out behind the net comes the Otter player. Stuff attempt is blocked. Rimmed back around. Gathered on by Vickers. Vickers flips it to Zachy. Zachy now does battle. And Vickers taps it up to Armstrong. Armstrong gets it, goes cross ice to Schaefer. Stepped up on, but Armstrong follows on. Just not able to tip it past. Otters players down. Gonna have a whistle for that. 5:01 to go, third period. All right, faceoff's going to be at center ice. Siegel, Schweitzer, and Lohr with Kumnik and Ladigan. Puck dropped. Won by the Penguins. Schweitzer surveys. And up he comes. Drives wide. Takes the puck into the corner. Here's Siegel calling for it and throws it back down low to him. Goes back to Schweitzer. They crisscross. And Schweitzer cuts back. He takes a body from one of the Otter players, and they're going to ice the puck. And 4:33 to go, third period. 5-0 your Pittsburgh Penguins. So I'm hopeful the next few broadcasts are going to be a little bit less troublesome. We'll be at home for the next few weekends, or weekend off, and then a couple home games. So I'm hoping some home cooking does as well, and the feeds get a little bit more stable and a little better. So I apologize for the problems we've been having, but this is like the 5th job that I do, so I'm not so good at it. But we'll keep working at it, and hopefully it gets better and better as time goes on. That puck shot to the point, held in by Ladigan, and Schweitzer takes a body. Gets knocked, rubbed out, and it goes back. It looks like it's going to be far enough for icing. It is. And the puck's going to come all the way back down into the Otter zone. Pens are going to continue with their quick line changes, and out come Goldberg, Baru, and Bowen. Got Kumnik and Ladigan on the D pairings. Goldberg steps in. Hits the official. Won it cleanly, but hit the official with the win, unfortunately. And the puck's thrown back in, but comes back out by the Otters. They try to dump it and are unable to do so, gathered on by Ladigan. Ladigan goes up to Bowen, hits his skate, comes in, no icing because he was just at the red line. And gathered on by the Otters, pursued by Goldberg and Baru. And now Bowen comes down, he pressures, and out comes the puck. They try to go cross ice, cut off by Kumnik. He was able to do so because Bowen had back checked there and gave him the space to be able to cut to the middle. Now in comes Goldberg. He surveys, toe drags, goes in, out, goes wide again. 2 Pens players in front. Can they get it there? Goldberg turns his back, goes to the point, hits Baru. Baru surveys, shot just wide. Now Bowen in pursuit behind the Otters player to get the puck. Not able to do so. They change directions, and back around the net they go. Baru comes over this time to pursuit. Bowen from the back end knocks the puck off his stick. Baru tried to tip it back to Bowen, just hit the skate. Now Bowen in knocks the puck off again. He takes a big body check with no call. This is how things get out of hand late in a game like this. When you allow clean body checks with 2 minutes left, tempers tend to flare. Anyways, the puck goes back to center ice. Ladigan gathers in, chips it up to Goldberg. Goldberg surveys. He decides to come in. Go back to the point. Bowen steps up. He holds the puck just in outside of the blue line, but doesn't allow the Otters player to get a free, clean break. Gathered in by Kumnik behind the net. 2:35 to go, third period. Rimmed around to Baru. Bounces up. He grabs it. Hits Schaefer. Schaefer comes down. Throws it in front. Tries to hit Vickers. Just misses him, but Vickers comes back now. Otters have it. Vickers on the back check. Gives the Otter player all that he can handle and knocks it off his stick. And cut in by the Otters player, a little toe drag, tries to make another play, goes in front, shot, save, and not held by Bartley. It's loose. Sitting there, gathered on. Nice play by the Pens to come down and clean up their own zone there because that was a little scary. And in it goes to the Otter zone. Followed on by Armstrong, chips it down to Vickers. Vickers surveys, looks, tries to make the pass with a puck that was standing on end, gathered on by Armstrong, and goal, Penguins. That one just fluttered through the crease and was just sitting there to be tapped home by Colton Armstrong. 6-0 Penguins. .148 to go, third period. Siegel, Schweitzer, Lohr step in. Schweitzer takes possession. Chips it in for Siegel, who does battle with one of the Otters players. Now a third player follows on, and he takes possession, hits the winger, misses the winger, held in by the point by Foligno, who throws it towards it and almost tipped by Siegel, and rimmed around to Schweitzer. Well, Schweitzer's not quite able to gather possession, but it goes up to the point again to Foligno, who surveys, tries to chip it just towards the net, isn't able to do so, takes it off of the forward stick, and now back come the Otters. Dixon comes over from the other side to support. Throw it up the ice to Lohr. And followed on by Siegel. It goes to Schweitzer in front. Schweitzer goes forehand, tries to go backhand, and nice play defensively by the Otters. Dixon with a nice move, nice play there to step up, just take the puck away so effortlessly, it looks like, from the Otters player. And the Otters are going to dump it back in, stepped up on by Dixon, knocked back out. And in an offside with 40 seconds to go, third period, 6-0, your Pittsburgh Penguins. Goldberg, Baru, Bowen, Kumnik, and Zachi. Taken by Baru. Baru's not able to carry it through. And back come the Otters. Back check by Bowen, knocks the puck into the corner. Centering pass, tapped in at the last second with 25 seconds to go. Rather disappointing for Colin Bartley, who's played a fantastic game and has his players stop playing in front of the net for some reason there and just let it get tapped in. 6-1 Penguins. Gathered on by Baru. Baru takes a shot into the backs of the players. Shot, save made and held by the Otter player. The goaltender, excuse me. If you see a drastic increase in the video quality and the camera work, it's because we've got some of the sisters here taking over the work for us. So giving Rob a break. Puck's into the corner, comes out to the point. Zachi's going to unload one, hits the defender, grabbed by Baru. Now maybe Kumnik. Now Baru. Now Kumnik. And that's going to end the game. So that'll do it. 6-1 Penguins against the Erie Otters. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully the next one's a little bit better in broadcast quality. Thanks.